I've been playing Minecraft for over a decade, so here are some more build ideas that I've created across my multiple Minecraft worlds. If you plan builds a lot in creative, one thing I definitely recommend doing is place out the build palette before you build, so you know exactly what blocks you have to build with. For example, I've got some skulk and sort of bluer blocks here, which I think turned into this roof. To be honest, this building was built almost 2 years ago, so I can't really remember it, but as it's a great idea to sort of mark out your original plan, because then in the future you could always come back and use the same blocks to try and make something even better. Which, to be honest, I could definitely do with this house here, and lots of these houses around here. As to be honest, some of these are quite simple designs or just don't look very good. And here are some really cool block palettes that you could use in your Minecraft world. We've got some mangrove and bamboo wood here. I just really like the sort of contrast between these textures. Some really cool terracotta colours here. We've got the white to the pink to the magenta to the purple. Just a simple oak to sort of birch gradient. We've got this spruce, moss and tuff design. I think that would look really cool. We've also got some mangrove and spruce wood designs. Very simple sort of blocks, easy to get early game, but they could definitely make some really cool builds. Here's a cool idea. Build a lightning struck tree just to add more detail into the sort of foresty or natural areas of your world. Maybe make it taller than all the other ones, as if it was targeted by the lightning. And all you need to do really is just use some sort of stripped woods and some fences to make it look like it's completely sort of been struck by lightning and all the bark sort of peeled off or it's burnt down or something. Now you may recognize this area in my creative test world, as I did a video about a year ago with 50 plus build ideas for Minecraft, but I will showcase some from this area as well in case you haven't watched that video. For example, building a log pile, just adding in some logs. Maybe you could add some campfires which we put out, maybe attaching ladders and rails as well, just to add extra detail. This would work especially well in like a village area, as if you're sort of collecting logs, maybe for the winter, or maybe just for building or something. Here are some very simple, cool custom tree designs, or just custom decoration designs, which you could add anywhere. Some azalea with some moss blocks on top, or even just adding the azalea or flowering azalea leaves on top as well. If you decorate around like rivers and ponds, you could add some warped trapdoors with some different corals on top to make it look like some lily pads with flowers. I think that looks really nice. And if you decorate with pumpkins, you could add some green candles or some sea pickles on top to make it look like the pumpkin's got a stem. But if you're more of a creative builder, one thing I definitely recommend using is mini blocks, as they really help to add more detail. Here's a cool sort of desert design I came up with, just some cactuses with some pink candles on top, which you could use, or just wait till the next Minecraft update to get the pink cactus flower. But I've also added some mini cactus blocks around here, just to add a little bit more detail. And to be honest, mini blocks are very simple to use. All you need to do is find a website online, copy the command into your chat, paste it in, and you've got any mini block you want. Before I continue, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to subscribe. Or alternatively, install a Vanilla Tweaks data pack in order to get loads of different microblocks, which are another great decoration you can add to your Minecraft world, whether you're in creative or even survival. For example, here I've got some mini TNTs. You could even add some red candles around with TNT to make it look like dynamite sticks. I've got some mini pumpkins around here, some mini melons, and things like mini blocks of gravel as well, sort of mini raw iron, mini honeycomb, that sort of thing, just to help add more detail if you do just have random piles throughout your Minecraft world. That especially works well with a log pile, as I've added some logs on top. Here's a simple market stand design, which I've seemed to have added everywhere throughout my Minecraft article world. It's very simple, just using some wood, different colors of wool and banners, and you could even add a villager inside if you really wanted. I guess that would be cool actually, as a cool way to trade with your villagers in your world, especially if you don't like the sort of standard trading hall design, as it does just look like sort of a shop. And I guess if you add a load together, it would look like a mini market area, which would be really cool. Here's a design I started using recently, and I definitely recommend you doing the same. Simply just adding sort of fences along your house, and then just stacking some banners on top, as it looks a bit like clothes or flags or sort of towels or something are being hung up by the villagers to dry. I think that's just an extra nice detail. And you could also use crops to make giant fields, like this wheat field here, or this sugarcane field here. As just a way, like especially in the medieval world, if you have loads of villages or something, add in some giant crop fields to sort of show there's a way to get a load of food in your Minecraft world. Here are a few really cool statue designs. I've got this copper one here. So I'm dedicated to 6,000 subscribers. Wow, we hit that almost a year ago. That's pretty cool. And you could also add some banners on the back as if it's a cape. And I like building my statues out of copper as they sort of age throughout your Minecraft world to sort of add more age to your Minecraft world, which I think looks really cool. Here's a stone design as well. I actually really like this. It's sort of holding the carpet. Carpet's getting held up by these signs, and then the sort of banners drooping over. I think that's a really cool design as well. Here is another cool design you could add to rivers, simply using some green glass panes and then adding brown candles on top to make it look like cattails. Honestly, wish these were coming to Minecraft at some point, but for now I guess you can just use glass and candles. They still look good. If you're bored inside your creative world, what I'd recommend doing is just sort of placing down every block, sort of like what I've done over here. I've got a giant section for wool and concrete powder, terracotta, glass, that sort of thing. All the different flowers and foliage in the game, all the leaves, all the different ores, all the woods, all sort of the stone materials, all the mob heads, that sort of thing. All the workstations as well down here. As it's a great way to sort of test, especially if you use resource packs or something. You can look through and see exactly what you like and don't like about resource packs. I've also done the same over here for trees, showing all the different trees in the game. Actually, it's not completely updated. I think I've updated it with Pale Garden stuff over in this direction, which we'll take a look at in a bit. And I've also laid out loads of crops, for example, and loads of different blocks like this. We've got flowers over there, ores, and honestly, using Zero's map mod, these just look really cool. They're just giant cubes of colour, which I think looks really nice. Although that's more of a creative idea, as I don't really imagine you'd want a giant chunk of moss blocks or netherite blocks or something just sat in your Minecraft world. Or a floating trial chamber that I've got over there for some reason. Another cool build idea would be to use every single block added in a Minecraft update. This works especially well in an update which adds loads of blocks. For example, this house uses every brand new block added in 1.21. Obviously using some older blocks as well, like diorite and calcite, but I used all the tuff and all the copper variants as well. If we go inside, there should be a crafter in here as well, using every single block added in the 1.21 update. But it's just a very simple way to add a unique build into your Minecraft world. Here are some cool lamp designs using daylight sensors, and then you can add a copper bulb in as well. Another thing I do in my Minecraft creative world every time a new update drops is adding in every single brand new block added. For example, this is 1.21 with all the tuff and copper block, all the new mobs as well, the heavy core, all of the items. And also I've just got a massive wall here for every painting in Minecraft. I saw this on Twitter a while ago, so I decided to recreate it, but here is simply just a board of like all the different stone variants in Minecraft and all their different like brick and chiseled versions. For example, we've got the tuff, polished tuff, tuff bricks, and chiseled tuff and polished tuff. And then we've got the black stone and the deep slate ones, as it sort of helps to show what blocks are missing within Minecraft. For example, we don't have sandstone bricks, we don't have chiseled granite or chiseled diorite. Here's another really cool custom tree design with just some bamboo and leaves placed around, like I've got some jungle and mangrove ones here. I think that looks really cool. And then here's a custom tree design I tried a while ago using the new resin blocks. I think that could work really well in sort of an autumn area. And using the new resin, you can use the resin clumps to make this fruit tree. And you can even add some barrels of resin blocks around. Maybe it looks like you've sort of collected whatever fruit this is, maybe oranges or something, or baked beans if you want a baked bean tree, I guess. And here are some other really cool uses for the clumps, like you can make some custom ores right here. We've got the stone and the deep slate version. Maybe you want to have like some sort of orangey ore in your world. You could add it around a lava pool or on top of magma to just add in extra detail and variation. Maybe these are sort of sparks or like a burnt block or something. Or you could even add them around a cauldron with lava inside. Although, how often do you decorate with a lava cauldron? To be honest, I never do. Maybe you could design a better birch tree, as the default ones, let's be honest, they don't look amazing. But now let's jump into my Minecraft article world to take a look at some more build ideas. Here's a cool build idea as well, just adding in jack-lanterns because they do help with light. Plus they do just add in extra decoration, although I don't have any over here. Here's another cool idea though, add in like a mini campsite area. You could add in some like slabs as benches. You could add a campfire, and then you could even add like a block of coal or something beneath, as if it's sort of like the soot from the campfire. And you could use some iron bars and a cauldron to make it look like you're heating up some water. You could also keep a pet chicken in your starter base and name it Pablo, I guess. Yeah, this guy's been here for ages. Like, I don't know how he even appeared, but one day he did, and he's lived here by himself ever since. And here's a cool raft design, if I can get on top of it. Simply using some like spruce trapdoors, spruce slabs, and put out campfires. Just an interesting place, I guess, to go fishing off the edge of, which I do need to do. So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned, as I plan on doing some live streams of fishing at some point soon, as I did have a challenge in December to catch a load of fish, which I will be live streaming myself doing. If you tend to get more hilly areas in your world, one thing I recommend doing is just adding in a simple retaining wall. As honestly, just like going up like this with grass doesn't look as good. Just adding like a simple cobblestone or even like a tough wall, just as if it's holding back all the land, I guess, from collapsing. I don't really know the purpose, but hey, they look pretty nice. But there we go. These are some of my build ideas that I've created in the last decade that I've played Minecraft. If you want to see any more, make sure to subscribe, as I've got a few more videos planned showcasing all of my different build ideas. And if you have any build ideas yourself, make sure to let me know, and I could definitely consider adding them into one of the next videos. Make sure to subscribe.